To the few people who finds this interesting, leave a comment. If I ask people all the time that I know, what do you think? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? How do I move forward? Do you have some ideas, some constructive criticism? Did you like it better before or better now? Things like that. If you have some thoughts, share them. I will not be an asshole. Unless it's you suck. But you know, I appreciate constructive criticism. This is the one I did the other day, which I fucked up. Too much paint, you can see. But is there something interesting there? I don't know. But it hasn't dried yet, you know. That one I'm starting, yeah. But is that gonna be a cloud? I don't know. But what the hell was I thinking? Really? The thing I can do with this one now is wait for it to dry and then go over with sandpaper. Now we'll see.
I musikken, artist og produsent Martin Daniel mener nye kulturarv bør frem i lyset.
Og det har han gjort med flere norske klassikere til glede for en melodi
Status quo. This is much grayer now. This was the color of the body, the skin before, and now it's much grayer. I'm experimenting around here. I think the body was too long. We'll see now. But, you know, the fact that it looks gray is a good thing, because when I gray it out, when I make everything grayish, I can then introduce more color, and that's depth, you know, gray tones and with color. Face is kind of warm coloring, so I don't know how that's gonna fit with that, but this is how it is right now. There's more volume in the body, right? But the yellow thing in the background here, I did that just because I didn't have white paint. Simple as that. This is I went to a course with a former pupil of Odd Nerdrum. And you guess what? He painted just like Odd Nerdrum, which all Odd Nerdrum students does. And he talked about Odd Nerdrum like he was a fucking god or something. No, he's not. But yeah, anyway, that's my little rant. But you can see I copied Nerdrum's painting. I have one big fat fucking book of Odd Nerdrum. He's a great painter, but I don't like him as a person. I think it's so pretentious. Anyway, you can see the gray here with the skin, and it kind of works, right? So I went out to get that one. Thick paint, and so maybe since it hasn't dried yet, I can use some of that paint on these paintings. To be honest, I don't know what else to do with this one. If there are someone who has an idea or something to say, just say it. I appreciate it. I welcome it. If you have an idea, just go with it. I'm curious. Oh, yeah, Jesus Christ. I have a body of an 80-year-old man. Oh, I'm so, like I just went up and down the stairs, you know. That's it. What about this one? Is there a light on this one? Okay, that's my work pants, but I'm too fat for those now. There we go. I had a little fun with that one too. Here's some Michael. And I've done this kind of a little bit here. Like he's from Kills, you know, he's burnt. So not gonna burn down the house. That's another one. My father. That's his look. Disappointment. Look of disappointment and impatient. Like, what are you bothering me with now? Let me see my TV show in peace. Ancient aliens and Bigfoot and shit like that. But yeah, what do you think about that one? Or that one. If you have some ideas, go for it. This everything. I'll welcome it. I like the one, that one. I think I'm kind of finished with it. I do not actually mind that her arm isn't. It's just. I don't know why I don't care about the arm. Composition-wise, it works. What do you think about the blue one behind her? Well, how do you think about that? How do you think about this painting? Just give me something, please. And you know what? If any one of you want the painting, you can have it. Or buy it or something. I don't know. I need paint. But I'm working on that one, and the upper body is alright, but something wrong with the nether body. Also, you gotta consider what angle you're seeing the painting on, and where on the wall it's gonna hang. You know, I never hang paintings on the wall because I only see work. You know, I don't see, my paintings are just work, so I can't hang them on the wall and like be proud of it because I'll just see work. So the one with my father he hung that up. Yeah, because he lives downstairs and I live here. There's some meetings and stuff happening now in April, so we'll see how my living situation is gonna be. But the problem is, like, you can see that I have a workspace now, and I have this shit, like where I watch TV and play games. I need a workspace, and finding in an apartments are small, and it's like, I don't want to live here, you know. I don't want to, even though we have different rooms on different places. He's downstairs, I'm upstairs. It's like, I'm 37, for fuck's sake, and we're both grumpy, and we both just argue all the time. You saw how grumpy he was, right? But I lived in another town, in an apartment there, and it's not a good workspace, you know, because when, like, you see the floor is full of paint and shit, and if you paint a work in a place where you can't spill or you can't like make a mess, then you're restricted. And when you feel restricted when you paint, you're fucked. You gotta feel completely free, which I do that there, right? Yeah, look at this mess. Fucking hell. Yeah, that's so yeah, I'm a messy person. By the way, another tip you can, this is a tip. If you have paint, and real good paint, and especially some mixture like this, only thicker, it's expensive, so fucking hell, that's the fucking terrible, annoying thing about painting. You're always fucking getting paint on your clothes. Anyway, mixing paint with sand. Just a little bit. Sand, mixing paint with oil paint, not acrylic. Mixing oil paint with sand, and you'll get a texture. Like, this is a texture. This is water-based though, but I done that with this one. You can see the texture here. It's gonna look burnt, you know, that's why. But I can't use it on this. Maybe on a blank canvas and then work with oil over. You can't. You can paint over acrylic painting with oil, but you can't paint acrylic over oil. Oil over acrylic, yes. Acrylic over oil, no. Talk about fucking up. This is the old one in the basement, and I hadn't seen it in many, many years, and I started painting on top of it. But then I felt like, this is my problem as a painter. It can be a good thing and also a negative thing. Mostly negative. I am really impulsive. So I can make choices that are bold and changes the painting completely, the rhythm and the direction, everything. And I look at it the day after and I really regret doing it. Like her with the tie. But this I don't know what this painting is anymore. I guess this is the closest I'll get to fan art. What can I see now? Yeah, I gotta remove Batman, but I'm kind of liking that she's a superhero. There we have the bloody person. Yeah. So okay, so this is also a huge part of the painting process. Often I work hours and never touch a pencil. What I do is sit, listen to music, and look at the paintings from afar, a couple of meters, and think. So I'm thinking in different directions here, you know. Where do I want to go? Do I want her to have some pants? So you can see like this. If I were to paint some sort of bench there, or like she's standing in front of a mirror in the bathroom, so you see this bathroom bench here and the sink and everything. But then it's like, where does it go then? So if like that, does that work? This kind of works though, doesn't it? Yeah, something. What about pants though? Maybe some pants? Because there is some awkwardness here. And the problem with the yellow paint there, cheap yellow paint, it throws you off balance when you're painting. You always paint instinctively based on what paint is already there, you know. You might not see the changes. That's fine. I'm going slowly forward there. I'm kind of trying to remove the yellow in the background. I hate it. So let's see. Try working with the legs here, the middle, and slowly removing all these. They're so ugly. Some highlight in the face. Highlight there. So there's a contrast, so it pops more. Different things like that. The face got to work more with the body, you know. I went over like a little white hair on there. Then I mixed raw umber and Parisian blue. I call it Parisian. I don't know. I call it Parisian blue. And I went and you see this tone, like it's much deeper than ivory black, for example. So you get the illusion of shadow or depth, you know. And I feel like it kind of, the face pops more, but I want only this to be seen, the rest in shadow. So I'm gonna brush it away with some cloth here. I don't want detail, too much detail here. Here, yes, there, no. So I think that is too dark. Yeah, it's strokes like that I'm fucking around with now. Yeah, I think I'm in the right direction now. I did the hair more. I think I'm onto something, and I'm testing the background a little bit with just some lines. See what I can do. This one was awkward, the line there. That's just awkward. You've got to be aware of certain lines and how they do fit each other and don't. That's why I did that. Sort of a bed, I think, but this part, I think I want to paint, out. Yeah, it's better if it's like that. But yeah, the yellow is awful. Ugh. Well, what do you think?